paper for you folks. I have my partner with me, Mike Ovadia. Are you here, Mike?
Yes, I am. Thanks so much.
Can you hear me, Mike? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. You
Okay,
hear me all right?
Awesome. So we're going to be covering IX Wallet today for you folks who are interested, if you guys have seen IX Wallet. But before we get started, we do have the developers here, Mr. Sergi and Yang Lee, who want to say a few words before we get started. Can you guys hear me? Sergi or Yang Lee, which one of you guys are going to be speaking? If you need me to unmute you, just go ahead and in the chat. Okay.
I think just unmute Yang Lee. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Is that you, Yang? I can see you're here, but I can't hear you. Okay. Well, I guess they're having some technical difficulties, so we'll just go ahead and start with the presentation. Are you ready, Mike?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, awesome. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to you, and you can start telling everybody about IX Wallet.
Great, thanks so much. So, yeah, my name is Mike Ovadia. I'm a fellow investor like everybody else. Definitely have passion for this project, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about IX Wallet. Just kind of go through the presentation here, the white paper. It is available in many different languages, so if this does not work out for you in English, you could download the white paper in your preferred language. So a little bit about IX Wallet. Right now it supports 4 major crypto coins. So we got Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and of course the IX token. So a little bit about IX Wallet. It is a crypto wallet, and the main idea behind it is that you use it to hold your cryptocurrencies in Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum.
Hey, Mike, I apologize real quick, but Sergi and Yang Lee are messaging me. They want to speak to everybody real quick. So let's see if we can get them to talk again before we go ahead and do the presentation.
Great, no problem.
Okay, so let me see here.
They need to unmute themselves.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Okay, so Sergi, can you hear me okay? I just unmuted you.
Привет всем.
Yes, I can see you. How you doing, Sergi?
Привет всем, меня зовут Сторожук Сергей, я один из ведущих разработчиков AX. Хочу поприветствовать русскоязычную аудиторию на вебинаре. Мне очень приятно, что мы стремительно развиваемся не только в Азии, а и в СНГ. Среди нас много англоязычной аудитории. Хочу передать слово Янгу Ли.
Okay, awesome. Yang, are you with us? I know you wanted to speak as well.
Yes, guys, I'm right here. Thank you. Hello, everyone, and thank you all first of all, for taking your time and gathering for this webinar. We're deeply grateful for your interest in our company, and I wanted to just give you a quick, short introduction for the newly joined before passing the word to our main speakers. So our IX Wallet is a secured crypto wallet that gives you a unique opportunity to earn passive income utilizing our arbitrary trading robots capabilities. It was developed throughout the past year, and currently we're working on training the central neural network to enhance robot trading effectiveness. So for this point of time, this robot provides daily returns of 3.2 to 3.5%. Hey, so continuing with our most recent news.
Пожалуйста, отключите микрофоны. Please, can you switch off microphones, everybody?
Yes, please, guys. Please mute them so I can continue. Everybody good? So our most recent news topic is pretty much the mobile version of Wallet. It's right now being in development, and once launched, you'll be able to use IX Wallet and track your earnings from arbitrary robot via native iOS and Android apps. So we're working nonstop to reach this milestone, and we already can't wait to bring the applications for publicity. And as you have noticed, we are expanding swiftly. For a little less than 2 months, project has attracted more than 5,000 users. And this tempo keeps us motivated to go further and rock harder. IX Wallet will be hosting a welcoming event in Turkey for our dedicated community members. We keep trusting you as much and appreciate the contribution to Wallet's further development in world market. At this point, I'd like to pass the word to our speaker and loyal leader, Cryptodon. He has already delivered great results utilizing our bounty program, and he'll guide you through the presentation as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you for attention.
Thanks a lot, Yang Lee. I appreciate you coming out and speaking. I know everybody here like to hear your voice. No, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move through this presentation. We will answer a few questions at the end, as well as give you guys access to the Telegram groups and Facebook groups that we are into. So just make sure that you guys stay tuned. Are you ready, Mike, to continue? Mike, are you there? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, take it away.
Wow, I am so fired up after hearing Yang speak. Man, that's just great. You know, what an amazing opportunity we have when you have, you know, the developers come on and join your presentation. I mean, that's quite amazing. So I'm just going to restart the presentation here, and we'll get started in case some people hopped on late. All right, so IX Wallet is reinventing savings in crypto. Right now the wallet is taking Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I heard there's some talks of Litecoin being added shortly. And basically the way that the wallet works is that you get rewarded for holding your cryptocurrencies in this wallet. So the main the way that this works is you obtain anywhere from 9% all the way to 20.5% monthly, depending on your hold balance strategy, and we're going to go through how that is calculated in the future slides here. So the way that, like Yang just mentioned, actually, the way that we are able to obtain these, profits on our hold balance is due to the IX Arbiter robot. So what this robot is doing, it's scanning the market across many various, exchanges and determining any difference in price for the various coins. For example, if Bitcoin, is trading at $10,000 on one exchange and it's at $9,800 on another exchange, obviously there's a difference of $200, and the robot is taking advantage of that price difference, buying from one, selling from another, and therefore making profit. And it's doing this, many times a day across the various exchanges. So this is how it's able to obtain a profit, and that's how it's able to pay us, our members, daily. Okay, the way that the robot pays out is that it's a 24-hour clock. So for example, if you deposited your coins at 7 o'clock in the morning your time, you will obtain your IX tokens at 7 o'clock in the morning every day. Okay, so it's a 24-hour clock there. What's unique about this wallet is that this is only going to be around, we're only going to be paying out the IX tokens until September of 2020. So you know, when that happens, all of the funds that are in everybody's hold balance will be returned, and therefore you won't be able to obtain any more IX tokens. Okay, so a little bit about the IXT token here. It is an ERC20 token, and there's only 10 million of them. And what sets this wallet apart from others that I have seen is that each time there's, you know, the tokens are burnt. Okay, and what that means is let's say you have, you know, some Bitcoin in your hold balance, and you receive, you know, 10 IXT tokens that day. If you, you know, sell those tokens, you know, and get, you know, basically do a withdrawal, those 10 tokens are now burnt. Okay, they're no longer going to be reproduced, so they're kind of off the shelf here. So now there's less tokens. So every time you get paid IXT tokens and you withdraw, they are burnt. And what that's going to do is that's just, you know, basic supply and demand. So as the supply of the IXT token goes down, the demand is going to go up and push the price up. So the IX token has started off at $1, and in the last, you know, 6 weeks, it's gone already up to $1.40. So as you can see, supply and demand is working effectively here. Okay, so this is how you earn your interest. Okay, it is, you know, we have slides here of monthly interest, but really you should be paying attention to the daily accruals as well. So there are minimums for each of the current crypto coins. So for example, in Bitcoin, the minimum you can deposit is 0.015 Bitcoin. Okay, the minimum for Bitcoin Cash is 0.25, and the minimum for Ethereum is 0.5. So you have to at least send in these amounts to obtain any accruals. The more you deposit in your hold balance, the more interest that you can obtain daily. So for example, if you have deposited over 1.85 Bitcoin, you will obtain 0.6% daily, which equates to 18% monthly. And this is one of the best performing wallets I've seen as far as daily accruals. So there is a bunch of added features with this wallet here. If you hold your cryptocurrencies in the wallet for 30 days, you will obtain an additional 1% of IXT tokens that day. And I actually have passed my 30 days, and just like clockwork, I received 1% of my hold balance on the 30th day. If you hold your cryptocurrency for 60 days, you will obtain an additional 2.5% of the hold balance, which is this is how it's calculated at 20.5%. So you got the 18% plus an additional 2.5%, so that's up to 20.5%. And actually, every 30 days after that, so day 90, day 120, 150, etc., you will also obtain that additional 2.5%. We get rewarded for not, you know, for holding our, you know, money in our hold balance. But if you do need to do a withdrawal, if you do a withdrawal within the first 15 days, there is a 10% hold fee withdrawal. Within 16 through 30, there's 5%, and anything after that is a 1% withdrawal from the hold balance. And if you withdraw any amount from your hold balance, the clock is reset. Okay, so you know you are welcome to withdraw at any point, but let's say you do a small withdrawal, the clock is essentially reset. So here's the IXT bounty campaign, and basically what this means is basically your referral commissions and how much you are paid, you know, daily for referring others. Okay, so if you refer somebody here, like let's just say you refer your friend, and he signs up with your link with IX Wallet. Okay, that's considered your line one. Okay, so you would obtain 100% of the daily accruals. And what that basically means is, you know, let's break it down really simple here. If he earns, based upon his hold balance, you know, 5 IXT tokens that day, you will also receive 5. Okay, so it's 100% match. If he deposits and he receives 10, you will also receive 10. Okay, so it's very, very clear there. So that's on your first line. But if your friend refers somebody else, you will receive 10% of their daily accruals. So if they, get 10 IXT that day, you will receive 10%, which would be 1. Okay, so that's actually for levels from 2 through 10. So this actually goes really deep, and you are really incentivized for referring others and actually helping your team refer others as well. If you do want to participate in the bounty program or the referral commissions, the balances actually are a little bit different. They are actually double. Okay, so please pay attention to this if you do want to, get referrals. The minimum hold balance to receive any commissions would be 1 ETH minimum, 0.03 Bitcoin minimum, or half a Bitcoin Cash minimum. Okay, so please pay attention to these minimums. If you do deposit just, let's say, the 0.015 Bitcoin, you will not be receiving any referral commissions. All right, well, like Yang said, in July, which is coming up around the corner here, they plan to release the mobile app. And what I really admire about this company is they have every target date that they have set and they've told members about, they have obtained. There have already been large advancements within the IX wallet. You could easily track your referral commissions now. That wasn't part of the initial release, and so they're just really on track with the roadmap here. In August, they plan on releasing an internal crypto exchange platform. And as time goes on, in September, an additional crypto terminal network and a hardware crypto wallet. So a lot of exciting things coming, great plans, great visions coming through with Yang and Sergey. And, this is you heard from 2 of the people today, Yang Li in English, and Sergey, I think, was speaking Russian, but maybe we'll have to translate that later. But I really appreciate you guys taking the time to, come and listen to this presentation. This is our first presentation, and we plan on having many more. But at this point, I'd like to pass it back to you, Crypto Don. And, I think there's some questions that people have in the chat room.
All right, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Okay,
awesome. So I just want to thank you for doing that. I know that this was your first presentation, but you did a good job, man. I appreciate you coming up and telling everybody about IX Wallet. So a couple of things that I just wanted to add to that is I'm pretty sure that a lot of you folks here have seen other wallets that they have out there, such as, Cloud Token, Plus Token. We've seen what these things have done. And this is, to me, this is very different because number one, okay, it's in the beginning stages of its development. Number two, it's a website. So it's very, very easy and user-friendly just to go to the website instead of having to do everything from an application or your phone. The third thing would be that, of course, the daily accruals are higher, right? Some of the questions that I've seen in the private chat here are in regards to the team, okay? And I do know that if you guys are in the main Telegram chat room with IX Wallet, that Sergey and Yang Li are answering questions every single day, okay, guys? And some information as far as the questions that I see here, as far as the development team, their connections to Binance and what they stated, they did say that they had signed an NDA, folks. So that's one thing that you guys could private message Yang Li or Sergey if you guys want more details in terms of that, but I don't have an answer that goes past that, guys. So I can't answer that for you. That is something for those guys as far as the devs. Another question was, where do they get their money to pay commissions? Okay, well, if you've seen on the presentation that Mike just showed, it did show that they do get around 4 to 5% from their arbitrage bot, right? So if they're paying us 0.3% or 0.6%, okay, and they're using the funds that we have in our hold balance to to use towards the arbitrage bot, then that's pretty much where they're getting their funds. Okay, guys, that's what they're saying, and everything has been working. Now, withdrawals have been instant. Okay, so I've done test withdrawals. I've done withdrawals from the whole balance. I've tested this system in and out, and I can say that everything is working perfectly at this time. Now, they did have a few little bugs in terms of deposits where BCH and also I think Ethereum, where you were not able to deposit those two cryptocurrencies, but they did shut them off and didn't allow any deposits. But nothing has been wrong with withdrawals. So they fixed the bug with those things, and everything is working now as it should. So this is the beginning stages. Now, if you guys understand what's going on here with these smart wallets, super wallets, whatever it is that you want to call them, then you guys should understand that there's an opportunity here for us to get in on the ground floor. Now, further developments and things was mentioned as far as the block explorer showing how many coins are left, because I'm sure people are actually selling the coins as far as their accruals that they're getting. That was told that it should be out within the next month in terms of that, so people will be able to look into that as well for themselves. But I just want to encourage everybody, anybody out there that's looking at this webinar, that's looking at videos on YouTube or Facebook, or if a friend shared this with you, then do your own due diligence, okay? Do your research, do your due diligence, and then you make a decision for yourself to see if this is something that you want to do. But other than that, that wraps it up, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this video right now. We will be doing other webinars with more content and covering some of the news and new things that come up with IX Wallet, as well as new things that Sergi and Yang Lee and the team are working on with IX Wallet. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Mike. We will be there to answer you guys' questions. We're active in the main Telegram room, and we'll also have a Facebook page as well. So we'll post that information here in the chat so you guys can join that if you want to. And that pretty much wraps it up. Do you have anything you want to say, Mike? Mike, are you still there? Okay, well, I guess he's gone. Okay, so other than that, folks, I appreciate everybody for coming to the first IX Wallet webinar. We will have many more, guys. So thanks for coming, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye for now.
Sorry, I have one question. Do we have permission to test the beta version of the mobile application, like before it will be official launch? Yep, it's the question for developers. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so it was mentioned that they were working on the test application. There has not been a date yet that that's going to be released, but they did say sometime in July that they were going to be allowing us to do that, or at the end of this month. I'll double check with Sergi so we can cover that question on the next webinar, so we can see if we can get a date so we can start testing that.
For those of you that are not, for those of you that are not already signed up with IX Wallet, please make sure to get back to the person that you that have invited you, okay? And so you could get their link. And for those that are not, for those that do not have a sponsor, you know, we will be dropping our link if somebody else, you know, if you need, you know, to be under a team. So we'll be putting that in the chat room here shortly, and we'll be having these webinars, you know, very often. So thanks
absolutely,
so much
absolutely. Thanks for pointing that out too, Mike. Yeah, we want to keep things like, you know, straight in line. So if anybody invited you here, shared IX Wallet with you, then make sure that you get back with that person and work with that person, because you want the credit to go to those folks who are actually out here putting in the legwork. Okay. Yeah, we're doing the webinars and things like that, but we want to make sure that we're doing it so it can kind of answer some of the questions that other people are having that are actually sharing IX Wallet as well. Are there any more questions before we wrap this up? No? Going once? Going twice? Okay, awesome. Well, thanks everybody for coming. We'll be having another webinar next Thursday. Make sure that you guys stay tuned and subscribe to the Telegram news channel for IX Wallet so you guys will get all the updates. And that is Cryptodon and Mike Ovadia, and we'll be talking to you guys.